Nadine Dorries has piled pressure on Holly Willoughby and called for a probe into complaints made to ITV about Phillip Schofield. On this morning after the Mail revealed how the veteran broadcaster met his lover when he was 15, the former culture secretary also accused Schofield of bullying a colleague and abusing authority, power and trust, after he confessed to having an affair with the younger colleague and covering it up with lies. The 61-year-old presenter quit ITV on Friday after admitting to the Mail that he lied about an unwise but not illegal affair with a much younger man. He also apologized to his wife of almost 30 years, Stephanie Lowe, who stood by him after he came out as gay in 2020. Schofield's co-host of 13 Years, Holly, who Ms. Dorries now claims has questions to answer, said that it was hurtful to discover she had been lied to when she confronted him over rumors of the affair. Sources close to the presenter said it had been a traumatic revelation for the This Morning host and a time of real sadness, as Schofield was her very close friend, but that she has absolutely no plans to leave the show. ITV confirmed that they had investigated rumors of the relationship, which first begun to circulate in 2020, but that Schofield and the young man had repeatedly denied the affair. Kevin Ligo, director of television at ITV, today denied that mistakes were made during the network's investigation. He simply responded, "No," when asked whether mistakes had been made, as he was confronted by Sky News over which bosses knew what at ITV. As Schofield's 38-year career lays in ruins, Ms. Dorries is the latest to speak out against the TV presenter. Calling for an investigation into the complaints made to ITV, she told BBC's Laura Quensberg today, "The fact that Phillip Schofield has made a rather groveling apology to the Daily Mail in the form of an email, there seems to be this understanding that that's it now and everything will move on. It's not the case, I'm afraid. What it actually does is opens up more questions as to what happened. We know that there were complaints lodged with ITV over a long period of time. What happened to those complaints? I think the editor of the program, Martin Frizzell, has some questions to answer himself. And I'm afraid so does Holly Willoughby. How did that young boy, so young, get a job at ITV? What were the processes involved? What was the safeguarding in place for someone so young at that age? What contact was first made? Who contacted who?" When asked whether presenters such as Schofield have too much power, Ms. Dorries, who has been presenting herself recently, added, "There are men particularly, who have positions of authority or trust and power, kind of think they are above the law and above those standards that the rest of us are held by and held to. I think there's absolutely an element of that which takes place." Describing her own experience of being on the This Morning sofa, she said, "It's never easy, as you know, Laura. Being interviewed as a politician by a presenter or a journalist, it's never an easy experience. But I just found him to be quite bullying in his attitude towards the co-host who was standing in for Holly Willoughby. That made me feel more uncomfortable than answering the questions. When the camera was on me and I was talking, he started aggressively jabbing at the scripts with his hands. The pages were rattling." The co-presenter looked terrified. Her hard-hitting comments come as questions continue to mount over the future of ITV bosses, including CEO Carolyn McCall, and the popular daytime TV show, prompting the network to insist today that This Morning will not be axed. Extinguishing speculation with a direct 30-word statement, an ITV spokesman said today, "As we said on the record yesterday, This Morning is not under review and there's no plans for the show to be axed. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new updates."